Om Shri Matre Namaha. Hello, my divine viewers. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to Vedic Dream Meaning. Thank you for joining me today. And in this video, we are going to look into the astrology forecast for May based on Vedic astrology. I'll be breaking down what the planets have in store for your moon sign this month. So many of you might have the question, which sign should we use? For example, is it moon sign or rising sign, etc. I suggest to check both if you can, but if you're short on time or you want to prioritize, then you can use the ascendant for external events, like if you want to know about your physical environment, career, health, money, and major transitions, while you can use the moon sign for emotional and spiritual context, like your emotional ups and downs, how you're likely to feel during this period, and also the effect of transits. Okay, now that we've got the doubt cleared, let's move into the topic. But before that, if you're enjoying the information on this channel, let me know. Would you like me to continue this series? Drop a comment and share your thoughts. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you don't miss on any updates. If you have Aries as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on the Vedic astrology. Throughout the month, Venus stays exalted in your 12th house. So this alignment favors relaxation, introspection, and taking a step back from the busyness of your daily life. It's a good time to prioritize self-care, spend time in quiet environments, or even go on a short retreat. If you're in a relationship, a trip or a peaceful time away together could be healing for both of you all. And if you're single, there's a chance you could meet someone in a relaxed or an unconventional setting, even during a quiet coffee break or while you're traveling. Mid-month, the sun moves into your second house, which brings focus to finances, values, and a sense of stability. You may feel inclined to spend more, especially on things that bring comfort or beauty. While that's not necessarily a bad thing, try to keep your longer-term goals in mind. Saving wisely now can prevent pressure later. Saturn is currently transiting your 12th house from the moon sign, which can increase expenses or make you feel more isolated at times. This is a good month to keep a closer eye on your spending and avoid some unnecessary costs. Think long-term rather than short-term pleasure. Lean into discipline when it comes to finances and emotional energy. The full moon this month falls in your 7th house of partnerships, specifically in the Vishaka Nakshatra, so you may find yourself reflecting deeply on your personal relationships. Something may come to an end or even shift, especially if a connection has been imbalanced or unclear. This period may bring some emotional clarity and you may feel the need to seek deeper and more meaningful bonds so that you can move forward. The new moon occurs in your second house under the Rohini Nakshatra. It's an ideal time to set intentions related to financial goals, personal growth, and emotional security. Think about the kind of abundance you want, not just wealth, but also peace, time, and freedom. With Mercury's presence here, it's a good time to make a plan. Even small steps taken now can set the stage for a steady progress ahead. You are at the start of your Sati period, a 7.5-year phase where Saturn moves over your moon sign. This is often a time of serious reflection and personal restructuring. Things may feel a little slower or heavier, but it's a chance so that you can build a strong foundation for the long haul. To build a strong foundation for the long journey. It's helpful to establish routines now so that you can support your mental as well as your emotional health in future. Remember, Saturn rewards consistency and effort, so focus on the basics like your good habits, responsible choices, healthy eating, and steady work. You may reflect with some questions to help you with more clarity during this period. Are you making space in your life for quiet and simplicity? Are you building routines that support your long-term goals? What needs to end or change in your relationships so that you can grow? To end on a steady note, Venus is quietly supporting you from behind the scenes this month. With its presence in your 12th house, you're being encouraged to slow down, rest when needed, and reconnect with your inner self. You don't have to push or figure everything out right now. Just take things one step at a time. Give yourself permission so that you can breathe and reflect and move at your own pace this month. You will thank yourself later. If you have Taurus as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. This month, Venus, which is your ruling planet, is exalted and moving direct, bringing a smooth and a graceful energy to your 11th house, which is a house of networks, friendships, and aspirations. That's a strong placement, and it's all about receiving rather than forcing. If you're single, you might find love through your social circle or while doing something light-hearted with your friends. If you're in a relationship, it's a good time to bond through group activities or shared goals. Venus here also supports financial gains, but not through pressure, but more through magnetism. So don't overthink your efforts. This is a month where less hustle can bring more results. Think easily and be receptive and be in the flow. That's what works best for you this month. From mid-May, the sun moves into your first house, which is your own sign of Taurus. And this can feel like stepping into the spotlight. People may notice you more, your presence may feel more commanding, and there's a natural sense of confidence rising. But with that visibility comes the need to manage your energy well. The sun here can be a bit physically intense, so you might feel more drained or prone to things like headaches if you push too hard on yourself. So balance is the key. Don't take more than you can handle. Let the sun support you without burning you out. Mars. Mars isn't in the strongest place for you this month. So while you can absolutely get things done, this isn't the time for intense effort or overworking yourself. The energy supports working smart and not hard. Trust that aligning with what feels natural and easy will get you further than trying to force your progress. This full moon lights up your 6th house, which is the house of work, routines, and health. Something in your daily rhythm or routine may be reaching a natural conclusion. You may be ready to release a job, a schedule, or a pattern that no longer fits who you're becoming. It's also a time to reflect on why you do what you do each day. And if the answer doesn't feel meaningful, this full moon might bring some new insight into how you can realign your efforts with a deeper sense of purpose. The new moon is in your own sign, which is the Rohini Nakshatra, and it's a powerful, fresh start for you. Rohini is one of the most fertile and creative stars, so this is a beautiful time to set intentions around you. It could be for your body, it could be for your identity, your goals, your look, etc. You can ask yourself certain questions that may help you, like what have you been looking for? What have you been longing for? What's the next version of you that wants to emerge? So this is going to be the seed planting moment. Trust the process even if the results are going to take time. With Mercury involved, you will get helpful energy on what small steps to take now so that you can build something lasting. Taurus, remember this month isn't about pushing, it's about allowing. You're being asked to step into your natural grace and power, to trust your value and to align with ease. Whether it's your social life, work, or personal journey, the path opens up when you let go of the force and move with the flow of life without any resistance. If you have Gemini as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. Venus is direct and exalted this month, which enhances its positive energy, especially in your 10th house of career and public life. This is a wonderful time to reconnect with your professional goals, reignite your passion for the work you do, or even reconsider the direction you did like to take in your career. If you're not currently working, this energy can still impact your connection to the world around you, creating a deeper sense of gratitude for all the experiences that have brought you joy in the past. This could also be a time where you're detoxing from the negativity or news, finding peace and inspiration in the nature, and strengthening your overall connection with the world around you. It's not a time to hustle or overwork. This is a time to attract opportunities and connections you need, allowing the energy to flow into you naturally. The law of attraction is particularly potent this month for you, so trust that what you need will come to you without chasing, especially if you relax and remain open to receive what the universe has for you. From mid-May onwards, the sun enters your 12th house of introspection and the subconscious. This transition might make it harder to sleep. So if you're struggling with some sleep issues, then consider yourself using some meditation techniques, particularly those associated with calming you down before bed. The sun in the 12th house is also in a bright placement, and it might throw some light on your mental patterns this month. This is an excellent time for your self-reflection, as Mercury's presence here will help you get access to some creative ideas and to unlock the subconscious beliefs that you may be having which are limiting you. Doing a lot of journaling during this month will be especially therapeutic during this time, allowing you to express and release what's inside you. On May 12th, there's a full moon in Libra, especially in the Vishaka Nakshatra, which activates your 5th house, which is a house of creativity, self-expression. The full moon marks the completion of a cycle. So that means it brings closure to creative projects or matters that are related to your children. It's a time when relationships with your children could deepen or it could evolve. And you may experience a sense of completion or maybe a resolution in this area of your life. Whether it's the end of your creative phase or the conclusion of a chapter in your family life, the energy of this full moon supports emotional clarity and the closing of some important emotional or creative cycles. On May 27th, the new moon in Taurus will occur in your 12th house of the subconscious mind, and this is in the Rohini Nakshatra. This new moon offers an opportunity for deep emotional and mental healing, particularly in the area of your subconscious mind. It's an excellent time so that you can set intentions for healing your old wounds, overcoming some negative patterns, or even starting with some new and healthier habits. If there's a habit or a behavior you have been wanting to change, then this new moon provides the energy so that you can initiate those changes. The 12th house is also connected to letting go of the past, so you may feel drawn to release what no longer serves you, making space for something which is more healing and renewal. Use this energy to initiate personal growth and break free from any subconscious barriers that have been holding you back all these months. Overall, this is a month of self-reflection, healing, and attracting what you need. The energies are supportive of making some deep shifts, internal shifts, and using some techniques like journaling and meditation to release some old energy. So keep in mind to trust the process, release old patterns, and be open to what universe is offering to you. If you have Cancer as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. Venus is direct and exalted throughout the month, and it's in your 9th house, which is a house of travel, higher education, and philosophy. So this brings a beautiful expansive energy. It's an excellent time for travel, especially if it's related to work, studies, or a trip with a higher purpose, whether that's a pilgrimage or a journey of personal growth. If travel is not on your agenda, then this energy could encourage you to start planning future trips or to dream about destinations that hold special meaning for you. There's also a strong focus on learning, so you might find a course, a book, or a teacher who reignites your passion for knowledge and growth. This is a highly magnetic period for you, so all the people who are in the coaching business especially, people may be drawn to your wisdom and expertise, seeking your guidance or mentorship. From mid-May onwards, the sun enters your 11th house, which is a house of friendships, community, and long-term goals. This is an excellent time to reap the rewards of all the hard work you have put in recently. If you have been working hard, then the sun's energy here will help you attract new opportunities, new clients, and wealth. You may experience growth in your social circle or even see an increase in your social media presence. It's a highly favorable period for networking, making new connections, and aligning yourself with like-minded individuals. With Venus exalted as well, you could find this time especially magnetic, drawing in all the resources and opportunities that you have been working towards. On May 12th, the full moon in Libra, particularly in the Vishaka Nakshatra, will activate your 4th house of home, family, and emotional security. This full moon signifies the completion of a cycle related to your home life. So your relationship with your mother or your own nurturing habits. So it could be your relationship with your mother or maybe even your own nurturing habits. Whether you're finishing a home renovation, closing a chapter in your family life, or making a significant shift in how you care for yourself, this full moon will bring closure to some domestic or some emotional situation that you have. It's a time to reflect on what has been built and what may need to be released for new growth to occur in these areas. On May 27th, the new moon in Taurus will occur in your 11th house, which is a house of friendships, networking, and long-term goals, specifically in the Rohini Nakshatra. This new moon offers a powerful opportunity to set intentions for greater abundance. It could be the goals for money, love, opportunities, and experiences. It's an excellent time to wish for clarity, focus, or even get some mental breakthroughs that can help you achieve your goals. With this energy, you can increase your creativity and move towards some new ventures with confidence, whether that's expanding your social circle or growing your career or simply finding more joy and satisfaction in whatever you're doing currently. Overall, this month holds a lot of potential for growth and abundance. With Venus in your 9th house, there's a magnetic pull towards learning, travel, and sharing your knowledge, while the Sun in your 11th house promises new opportunities, connections, and success. The moon cycle brings closure in your home life and opens some new possibilities for your long-term goals and dreams. So all in all, embrace this energy and trust that good things are coming your way always. If you have Leo as a moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. Venus is directed and exalted throughout the month, bringing some harmonious and magnetic energy to your 8th house, which is a house of intimacy, shared resources, and transformation. If you're in a relationship, this is a beautiful time to deepen your connection or take a romantic getaway. For those of you already in a partnership, Venus will enhance the romantic and passionate energy between you and your partner. If things have been challenging in your relationship, the exalted Venus energy can provide some healing and space for reflection. So this may help you both to regain some sense and give you some momentum. Even in difficult times, Venus will bring a calming influence, allowing for repairs and renewed emotional connection. And for single Leos, you may meet someone new, possibly through family or friends, and this relationship may have some potential of growing into a deep, meaningful growth. From mid-May onwards, the Sun enters your 10th house of career and public life, making it an excellent time to gain recognition for the hard work you have put in recently. If you're looking for new work opportunities, then this period may bring in some new clients or a promotion or simply a recognition for all your efforts. You might also see a growth in your social media presence, especially if you have been building your brand. The Sun's energy here is dynamic and motivating. So if you have new ideas, this is the perfect time to share them and let your talents be seen. This transit could open doors to greater visibility in your career life as well as in your public life. On May 12th, the full moon in Libra, particularly in the Vishaka Nakshatra, will activate your 3rd house of communication, courage, and personal expression. So this full moon will bring a closure to a cycle related to your mindset, communication style, or your approach to taking risks. You may find that you are shedding old, limiting beliefs, especially those around your materialistic beliefs. This is a powerful time for you to step into your greater courage and face the risk without needing to have a constant validation. You might be feeling a little bit more confident this month to take the leap of faith, whether it's in your business or even personal ventures. As a Leo, you already have the natural instinct to take risks, but after this full moon, you may feel even more empowered to follow your instincts. On May 27th, the new moon in Taurus will occur in your 10th house, which is a house of your career, public image, and professional achievements, specifically in Rohini Nakshatra. This is a fantastic time to set intentions for the next step in your career journey. It's an ideal moment to wish for a new career adventure, along with the small practical step that you can take that will help you get there. The presence of Mercury here will help with clear communication and planning. So you can use this new moon to make concrete goals and figure out what actionable steps are needed to achieve them. It's an excellent time to visualize the direction you want to take in your career and look forward for a long-term success. Leo, this month is full of exciting possibilities, especially in your relationships and career. With Venus in your 8th house, there's a potential for deepening your partnerships and attracting healing or new connections. If you have Virgo as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. Venus is direct and exalted throughout the month, bringing a magnetic and attractive energy to your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. This is an excellent time to be engaging with others, whether in a romantic partnership or through business collaborations. If you are already in a relationship, the energy is particularly supportive, though it's a good idea to manage your expectations. If things have been a bit rocky, this Venus energy can offer some space for healing, allowing you and your partner to reset and regain balance in your relationship. For those of you who are single, this is a powerful time to attract a new partner or deepen connections with others. Venus is also excellent for business, especially for expanding your network or attracting the abundance. You may find yourself magnetizing new opportunities, particularly around financial growth or business ventures. Starting mid-May, the Sun enters your 9th house of higher learning, expansion, and philosophy, enhancing your ability to share your ideas with others, particularly with senior people or those who hold some influence in your life. This transit is fantastic for those who are in authority or in a higher rank in your life. While the energy is strong for showcasing your talents, it's also important to stay humble and intuitive as you present yourself to the world. The presence of exalted Venus in your 7th house will support your ability so that you can connect and communicate in a way that draws others towards you. This period can bring opportunities for growth, especially if you're looking to further your education, travel, or even expand your world. On May 12th, the full moon in Libra, particularly in the Vishakha Nakshatra, will light your 2nd house of material resources, finances, and personal values. So this full moon marks the end of a cycle concerning your relationship with money and possessions. Possibly it might prompt you to reconsider your priorities. You may experience a shift in how you view materialistic wealth, with an increasing desire for simplicity or trying to be attracted towards a minimalistic lifestyle. As values around materialism shift, you could also find yourself letting go of some goals that once seemed so important to you, making space for some more meaningful pursuits in life. This full moon could encourage a transformation in how you view your materialistic world, potentially bringing you a renewed focus on what truly matters to you. On May 27th, the new moon in Taurus, specifically in the Rohini Nakshatra, will activate your 9th house of higher education, philosophy, and long-distance travel. This is an excellent time to set intentions for growth, whether that's through a new course of study, or finding a mentor, or gaining inspiration for the next steps in your career. With Mercury also present during this new moon, there's a strong focus on mental clarity and communication. You might wish for a teacher, guru, or a guide to help you on your journey, or for a clearer roadmap for the next steps in your career. If you're aiming to teach or share knowledge, this is a favorable time to wish for the specific actions or ideas that will help you achieve that. The new moon's energy is ideal for setting a vision for the path ahead, and you can expect to receive some advice that will guide you forward. So for Virgo, May is the month of powerful transformations and growth, particularly in your relationships and career. With Venus exalted in your 7th house, relationships can either heal or bloom during this month, while your business and financial ventures can attract abundance. The Sun's movement into your 9th house provides an excellent opportunity to share your ideas and expand your horizons. The full moon in your 2nd house will invite a shift in your materialistic values, which will help you realign with what truly matters to you. Finally, the new moon on May 27th will offer a perfect moment to set intentions for learning and career growth. Take in the energy of this month and take action towards the opportunities that present themselves to you. If you have Libra as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. Venus is direct and exalted in your 6th house this month, forming a Raja Yoga, which brings strength through challenge. This placement can help boost your physical energy, appearance, and health, especially self-care routines, healthy eating, and early sleep routines. It's a time when you can radiate confidence and vitality. However, the same placement is less supportive for romantic relationships. You may feel some distance or emotional detachment in your partnerships. So the advice here is to manage your expectations and focus on gratitude for whatever is working. Venus improves around July, so any relationship tension now is only likely to be temporary. Use this time to focus on yourself and your work. From mid-May, the Sun moves into your 8th house, highlighting topics around secrets, intuition, shared resources, and even some psychological transformation. This transit can offer some powerful insights, like you may see things about others or your environment that you hadn't noticed before. Like you may start seeing things more clearly about others or even your environment that you probably hadn't noticed before. Trust your instincts during this month. The message is very clear. If you feel something is off, then trust that feeling. The Sun here also suggests potential financial strain or some sort of energy drain, so budget yourself wisely this month. This full moon in Vishakha Nakshatra happens in your 1st house, which is your house of identity, body, and life direction. It marks the closing of a significant personal chapter. A chapter about yourself or a personal pattern, possibly subconscious beliefs, is ending, making space for some spiritual expansion and a deeper connection towards yourself. This is a personal turning point, so you may feel a little lighter, clearer, and more authentic moving forward. The new moon in Rohini Nakshatra in your 8th house is a powerful time to set intentions related to psychic development, transformation, or even hidden knowledge. You might notice a sudden increase in your intuitive power or maybe interest in learning some occult abilities, which you probably never have noticed before. If you've ever wanted to develop or refine your spiritual abilities, then this is a good time to wish and work for it. So final thoughts for Libra would be focus on your health and self-care for the best results this month. Relationships may need space. Better times return around July. Use intuition as your guide. You're seeing things more clearly now. The full moon will bring a spiritual and a personal reset in your life. The new moon may bring in some deep spiritual energy. If you ever wanted to develop or refine your spiritual ability, then this is the time now. If you have Scorpio as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. Venus is direct and exalted all month, transiting your 5th house. This brings beautiful, romantic, and creatively rich energy your way. In romance and relationships, this is an ideal time for both couples as well as singles. If you're in a relationship, healing and reconnections are possible. And if you're single, new romantic experiences could blossom. Remember, it's not mandatory, it could blossom. This period is excellent for time spent with children or engaging in playful creative activities. You might find yourself losing track of time and joy, making some lasting memories this month. And regarding home, you could feel more enthusiastic this month to make your home look more beautiful or bring in some more art or harmony or even improving the aesthetics in your surroundings. So this is one of the most supportive transits for Scorpio this month, which is going to offer some warmth, inspiration, and some real connection. From mid-month, the Sun moves into your 7th house, which is Taurus, shifting focus to relationships, partnerships, and how you engage with others. So now this can go two ways. Either you become more empathetic and you're able to intuitively understand others, or you might become emotionally distant where others find it hard to connect with you. So your self-needs might also become more noticeable during this time, and it's a good time to reflect on your expectations that you have in your partnerships. Professionally, you will shine in your business or any creative collaborations, and you might be recognized for your recent efforts. While this energy is very empowering, it may bring some emotional complexity in how others relate to you or how others think of you. The full moon lights up your 12th house, suggesting the release of subconscious patterns or beliefs that no longer serve you. This is a powerful moment for any closure, rest, and spiritual insight. You may feel drawn inwards, needing for more solitude or being alone or self-reflection. Pay attention to dreams during this month, signs, or even emotional shifts because they may hold some important inner truths. The new moon occurs in your 7th house, inviting renewal in partnerships. Wish for a deep, aligned partnership if you're single. If you're in a relationship, this is a perfect time to reset the connection, regain the warmth, or even establish new shared goals. For business or creative collaborations, this can also mark a fresh beginning. This month highlights romance, joy, and emotional healing for you, Scorpio. You're magnetic, radiant, and emotionally insightful. Relationships, both personal and professional, are central, and much growth can occur through them. Let your creativity lead and allow time for inner reflection to guide your path forward. If you have Sagittarius as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. Venus remains direct and exalted throughout this month May, bringing soothing and nurturing energy to your 4th house, which is the house of home, comfort, and emotional grounding. For home and family, you may feel deeply content spending time at home. This is an excellent time for home improvement, cozy gatherings, and meaningful time with your loved ones. Regarding comfort and indulgence, this is ideal time for treating yourself, whether it's a new homeware, or maybe a comfort-focused purchases, or even a new car. This is a month to enhance your quality of life. And regarding health, take time out for your physical well-being. Rest and rejuvenation come easily now. You will learn to say no to obligations that don't align with your inner needs this month. This is an emotionally nurturing transit, so be ready to embrace the stillness and self-care. From mid-month onwards, the sun enters your 6th house of Taurus, activating topics related to work, routine, and health. And what does this mean regarding career and competition? This is a winning energy. You can stand out at work, you might outperform your competitors, and you can also gain recognition. In terms of legal matters, it's favorable for resolving disputes or advancing in any ongoing legal or competitive cases. In terms of productivity, this is a good time to refine your routines or take some initiative at work that you're pending. You're likely to shine through hard work and practical effort this month, so tap into your strengths. The full moon occurs in your 11th house, highlighting friendships, group dynamics, and long-term dreams. A relationship pattern with friends or siblings may come to an end, one that no longer serves you any growth. You could feel ready to shed an old role or some old identity within your social circles, freeing yourself to evolve spiritually. This is a powerful moment to reflect on how others perceive you versus who you really are becoming. Let go of all those outdated dynamics and step into a more authentic version of yourself. This new moon falls in your 6th house, making it an excellent time to set intentions around career and daily purpose. Wish for some clarity on your next career steps. You may also feel inspired to bring in more meaning into your daily work and routines. Great time to set new goals related to health, discipline, and self-improvement. This is a practical but potent new moon for planting seeds of long-term success. May 2025 brings deep emotional contentment, opportunities for professional advancement, and the chance to release social patterns that are no longer aligned with your growth. Sagittarius, embrace the peace at home, the drive at work, and the liberation in your connections. It's a month of both ease as well as empowerment. If you have Capricorn as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. Venus is direct and exalted all month, blessing your 3rd house, which is a house of communication, self-expression, short trips, and even your sibling relationships. So in terms of social life and style, this is an excellent time for meeting new people, especially if you're single. There's a magnetic charm about you now in this month with your style, engagement, and confidence. You may feel drawn to redefine your look or explore your artistic side. It's a great time to express yourself through fashion, writing, or speaking. And also, this is a highly favorable time for networking, especially socializing, content creation, or even sharing your ideas publicly. Venus brings ease and grace to your interactions, so use this to your advantage this month, both socially as well as creatively. From mid-month, the Sun moves into your 5th house of creativity, children, and joy. So in terms of creativity, you can expect a boost in your inspiration and confidence. It'll be an ideal time perfect for hobbies, arts, or any passion project that you want to follow. And in terms of children, this is an excellent for quality time with children or activities that will allow you to feel playful and lighthearted. In terms of finance, some focus on financial investments or personal spending may arise, so budget yourself carefully to avoid any unnecessary expenses. This Sun's transit encourages creative output, but keep an eye on your finances as well. This full moon occurs in your 10th house, spotlighting your career and public reputation. You may experience a closure or shift in your career, perhaps a completion of a project or even deciding your next directions. It could also be a time of public recognition or letting go of some outdated professional roles. Reflect on your goals, where you want to be seen, because this could be your culmination point. Let the full moon brighten what needs releasing in your work life. The new moon takes place in your 5th house, making it a fertile moment for setting intentions around joy, creation, and love. So if you're single, wish for a partner who's aligned with your heart. And if you desire children, this is an auspicious time to fulfill those goals. The cosmos energy will help you with something that may inspire you deeply. This is a spiritual and artistic new moon that we are having this month, so trust the messages and the images that will come through. May encourages you to connect, create, and express. Your charm is heightened, your ideas are flowing, and your heart may be calling for both joy and maybe for a deeper purpose. So whether through relationships, art, or professional evolution, you are being invited to align with inspiration and authenticity this month. If you have Aquarius as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. With Venus exalted and direct all month, it lights up your 2nd house, which governs finances, speech, family, and what you value. In terms of social and family connection, this is a wonderful time to reconnect with old friends, relatives, or people tied to your roots. Conversation will flow easily, and shared meals or some nostalgic moments will bring you joy. Regarding pleasures and indulgences, you may feel drawn to try new foods this month, possibly discovering a recipe that becomes a new go-to. Culinary enjoyment is favored during this month, whether dining out or experimenting in the kitchen. Financially this month, there's a supportive energy for saving money, starting a new financial habit, or finding joy in budgeting. Something that may have once felt tedious could somehow now feel rewarding or even fun. Simple pleasures and tangible comforts will bring deep sense of emotional fulfillment this month. From the middle of this month, the Sun moves into your 4th house, placing emphasis on home, property, and emotional security. Related to home matters, you may turn your attention to home improvement, organization, or repairing something around the house. Some expenses may arise due to this, but you may also gain fresh inspiration for future upgrades. This transit also brings in some inner stability. Prioritize time at home or in familiar spaces where you feel most at peace. This is a good time to look at your physical and emotional foundation, which is nothing but your home and heart. The full moon falls in your 9th house, which governs higher beliefs, teachers, father figures, and spiritual or philosophical growth. You may experience a closure involving an authority figure such as your boss, mentor, or even a parent, especially your father. More symbolically, this is a moment where you outgrow an old belief system or release a way of thinking that has been there throughout your life. This marks a turning point. You step into your own authority, so it's time for you to trust your own inner compass. This full moon encourages the release of old patterns in favor of becoming the person that you truly are. Comfort, home, and emotional well-being. It's a perfect time to wish for a new home, car, or anything material that would enhance your sense of security and pleasure. So even if these desires feel distant or long-term, this is when the seed is planted. The wish will be aligned with your future self. So tune in, home really means for you. This is a time to manifest comfort and your nest. Final thoughts. May is a month of grounding for you. Food, family, finances, and the home are all under beautiful influence. Let yourself slow down and enjoy simple joys. Reconnect with your roots and visualize a future of emotional and material stability. If you're in Aquarius moon, you're in the final phase of Sade Sati. It's a testing time, no doubt, but your efforts are not unseen. So Saturn is observing your persistence and integrity, and though the rewards are often delayed, they're always earned. Trust that the hard work you're doing now will bear some fruit. And remember, Saturn doesn't forget, and your time will definitely come. So stay the course. Whatever you are building now has a long-term significance. If you have Pisces as your moon sign or rising sign, here's what May 2025 is looking like for you based on Vedic astrology. With Venus exalted and direct all month, it shines on your first house, which governs your physical body, appearance, and personal self-expression. This is an excellent time to prioritize self-care, rest, eat healthily, and nurture your body. Whether it's exercise or relaxation, give yourself the attention that you always deserve. You may feel more attractive or magnetic this month. This is a time when your appearance or overall energy feels vibrant. Others may notice the glow that you're radiating. Focus on getting enough rest and recharging for emotional and physical rejuvenation, especially with some early nights. You will feel great when you focus on nourishing your mind, body, and soul in alignment. From mid-May, the sun moves into your third house, which is the house that governs communication, short travels, and your immediate environment. So in terms of social networking, this is a fantastic time for building connections, whether it's networking, growing your social circles, or even presenting new ideas. And regarding your career and projects, this energy supports your career growth and it could bring more exciting opportunities. It's a great time for job interviews if you're looking for a new job or securing those new clients. This month, you will feel a boost of confidence and courage, helping you succeed in endeavors that might normally feel intimidating for you. So this is the time to go for it because you're courageous and bold. The sun in your third house offers energy for networking, learning, and also taking some bold steps. Full moon. The full moon falls in your 8th house associated with transformations, shared resources, and deep emotional connections. So what does it have to do with partnerships? You may experience a closing chapter in a partnership or with your in-laws. If you are in a relationship, something might come to light that shifts the dynamic of how you see your partner. This whole month increases your intuitive power, but you might find yourself being more intuitive on this day, May 12th, the full moon. Insights could come to you naturally, helping you to better understand what are the hidden aspects of yourself or the others involved. Emotional intensity in terms of full moon can stir emotions, and this one might bring about an emotional release, especially when it comes to trust, intimacy, or even power dynamics in your relationships. So this full moon encourages letting go of old patterns and welcoming new beliefs into your inner world. The new moon occurs in your third house, beginning a fresh start in your communications, short trips, and new initiatives. The new moon energy on the 27th in Rohini Nakshatra encourages you to wish for the courage needed to take new paths, whether it's starting a new project or a new relationship or that career move that you always wanted to do. This moon will help you gain the courage and bravery to make that step forward. This is a time to plant the seeds for the future. This is a time to set intentions related to your career, social interactions, your social image, and even learning. Trust that the planted seeds now will bear fruits in the coming months. If you're feeling a bit hesitant, then the energy of the new moon can provide the boost and courage you need to break free from any fears or from any energy that is holding you back. May is a month focused on self-care, courage and transformation. With Venus in your first house, you're likely to feel energized and in tune with your body and self-image. The sun's energy through your third house brings opportunities to shine in your communication, whether through socializing, career moves or creative projects. Pay attention to the emotional energies surrounding the full moon on May 12th, as well as the new moon on May 27th, which will help you carve out new paths and build up your courage. If you have a Pisces moon, you might still feel like you're in a bit of a lazy phase where things feel repetitive or stagnant. If your moon is in the early degrees of Pisces, you may experience some tensions or obstacles, but if it's later in the Pisces, then you're nearing the end of your Sadhisati and can expect a break in the near future. So Saturn's influence during this time can make you feel a bit heavy, but remember, Saturn always rewards those who have worked hard and persevered. So this phase is almost over, so hold on and you are on the beginning of a new chapter. Alright, that wraps up the forecast for this month, May. I hope it gave you some useful insights into what the energies might be bringing your way. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really supports the channel and helps more people find this content. And let me know in the comments below, would you like to see this monthly series continue for each sign? I'd love to hear from you. So take care, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next video. So take care, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and Namaskaram.